Hello, my name is Lorenzo Rodriguez. I'm from Santiago. I'm 30 years old and I'm studying my bachelor's in education, mentioned French and English. So today I'm going to be developing a topic about my family and also um, the characteristics um, of my favorite tourism. Um, the content of this video is going to include some information about my family, um, the size of my family members, what they do, where we live, and where we're from. And also, I will include very important facts about my favorite type of tourism, which is adventure tourism. I'm going to include facts, types of adventure tourism, importance, and relevance. So we'll start. So let's talk about my family. I was born in Santiago to a Dominican father and a Dominican Cuban mother. Um, my mother, she was born in the Dominican Republic and she's currently 56 years old. My dad was born also in the Dominican Republic in a place called Guayubin, and he is 69 years old. I have seven siblings, three brothers and four sisters. Five of them are married, and they are from the ages of 45, 42, 43, 40, 30, 35. I'm 30. My sister is 28, and my older sister is 22. We all we live in Santiago, part of us. I have a brother living in Higüey. I have another one living in Miami. My other brother lives in Santiago. I have a sister that lives also in Santiago. And then the other two also live in Santiago, and I live in Santiago. My father is a technician. He's what they call the guy. He repairs stoves and refrigerators and washing machines and microwaves, irons, fans, anything that has to do with electronics. My mom, she doesn't work. She's a stay-home mom. She has been super supportive throughout my whole childhood and my teenage years, and also my adulthood. And she's been like really one of my pillars. My family, it's really united when it comes to several things. They like to get together, talk, enjoy, eat, dance, and cook, and they all of that. They also like to play like games like baseball and basketball, and also going to the river, the beach, especially the beach. Um, my family is also extremely attached to what has to be with like God and believing in God and believing in God's will. I wouldn't say they are religious people because they are not super religious, but they love spending time and going to a church and believing in God. So I really love my family, and I feel really happy with them, and I just don't want to lose any of them. So now let's talk about the other topic, adventure tourism, which is my topic. So adventure tourism is basically defined as a physical type of tourism. It's a type of tourism that involves lots of physical activity, such as walking, camping, bungee jumping, and it has several different areas. Actually, the type of tourism is opening up to the world, making it very famous in many parts of the world, especially places that haven't been unspoiled or discovered yet, or basically not really walked on by men. And it's becoming super a trend and super interesting for people. So adventure tourism is actually divided in two type of categories. The first category is the risky type of adventure tourism, which involves bungee jumping, involves climbing, involves hiking, involves forest search and all that, because that part of adventure tourism, it's risky because you have to involve lots of physical activity, as I mentioned before, but also put yourself in danger. So that's why it makes it so difficult sometimes for some people to actually go and follow it. But it has lots of followers because there's like a lot of people who love doing the type of tourism. Then the other part is what they call the less risky one. So that one is a little bit like, let's say, extremely calm, because it involves walking, bird watching, kayaking, swimming, also sailing, canoeing, etc. So adventure tourism is actually as like I said, it's becoming my favorite type, because it's so varied, it's so accessible. Also, you can do a lot of things. You can discover places that haven't been touched yet, and that's something amazing. I know another thing of adventure tourism that I really like is that with adventure tourism you can discover places like mountains, rivers. You can camp, which is awesome. You can also go in groups. You can do super exciting activities like parasailing, and also you can do really interesting group activities like bonfire and all that. Something else that I would like to add about adventure tourism is like the Dominican Republic is becoming one of the most favorite touristic destinations for adventure tourism, because of all the scenery and all the places that we have to offer. Currently, there are people coming from all over the world to kayak, canoe, hike, climb, do parasailing, and even bungee jumping, which is super interesting. So I hope that more people get interested in adventure tourism and can actually go and learn and share and make other people feel really interested about it. Another fact about adventure tourism is that it creates new job opportunities for the communities that are involved in the whole process. It also works as a boost to inject more money in the communities and also in the local businesses. It creates more and more chances for those cities or the communities where adventure tourism has been done to have more school, open medical services, and there are many interesting facts about adventure tourism. It's like adventure tourism reduces the amount of stress in the people who practice it. Also, it gives a sense of accomplishment for the people who are practicing the type of tourism. And it also can rejuvenate your soul and make doing exercise a lot easier. It increases the traveler's self-awareness and can help you connect to nature a lot more easier and learn how to preserve, love, and care for the animals and also the flora and fauna of the place where you are doing your adventure tourism. I have all the facts over here that I'm gonna like to share, and it's like people who participate in adventure tourism, they do it for several factors. One of them being connected and identify with the travel motives, such as prestige, status, personal growth, acquiring new skills, feeling success, feeling the sense of accomplishment because you are completing or achieving one of your activities, overcoming fear. For example, people who are afraid of heights, they usually go climbing because they want to take power over the fear and not let their fear like overpower them. Interacting with all the people from all over the world and the environment. And adventure tourism is not all pink. It also has some disadvantages. So some of the disadvantages that that can actually affect a person who is into adventure tourism could be increase of tourist and human activity through various environments. Also, it can lead to the destruction of safe areas where probably, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, men have never set foot before. It also can increase the learning, which is becoming a common issue in areas where adventure tourism's been done. It also can lead to harmful events such as physical activities where a person might get hurt. And last but not least, the person can misunderstand the fact of being in shape and probably not being able to to control their abilities for adventure tourism. What are the major influences of adventure tourism and the impact on people? Well, it can develop culture, it can develop peace, it can develop infrastructure around the globe, and also might facilitate the visa process, and it can rise up your income, and also learn different languages and understand different cultures and how people live. So this was all. I hope you liked it. This was Lorenzo Rodriguez. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.